Hi everyone, welcome to the first ever online Zoombira Creativity Awards. My name is Kim White. I am the co-founder of Zoombira and your host for today. At Zoombira, we've been trying to figure out how we can grow, or at least help grow, the next generation of creatives in Zimbabwe. Previously, we worked with schools to sponsor creative youngsters' school fees. But with schools being closed because of lockdowns, we had to figure out a new way to make our creativity awards happen. Now, before Corona, I met Taffie Matiure in 2019 on the other side of the world at the Zimfest Music Festival in Oregon, in the States, where he was teaching and performing. Since then, I've been wanting to work on a collaboration with him in Zim. So I reached out to him to see if he had any ideas. Taffie immediately landed on the idea of mbira lessons on Zoom, or Zoombira. And later, he also brought in life coach Sammy to help coach the kids on a growth mindset. Today's award ceremony is a celebration of the efforts of the 5 Creativity Award winners we've selected from all the kids who took part in Taffie's Zoombira lessons. We have a short program tonight. First, Taffie will tell you a bit more about the work he's done with us over the last 2 months. Coach Sammy will then tell you about his work with our award winners. And then we'll jump into our awards, which some of our Zoombira supporters from around the world will be presenting. After each award is presented, you'll get to see the award winner show off some of the music they've been practicing with Taffie. Stick around afterwards, we'll be hanging out in the Zoombira Club Facebook room. Now, let me stop talking and hand you over to the amazing Taffie Matiure, who has been the mastermind behind this event.
Hello there, parents, students, participants, fans, followers. Welcome to our Zoombira Awards ceremony, the first ever sponsored by Zoombira. It's actually an amazing journey, an amazing experience that I've experienced with working with Zoombira and trying to get a way to spread mbira music across the whole world, especially to the young ones, as a way of preserving cultures. I met Kim, as he said, in the United States, and we came up with this whole idea of trying to spread mbira music to the rest of the world. And I decided, I was like, why don't we just give kids something for free since it's lockdown and it's boring? Let's just, if they happen to have an instrument, let's just let them play, and put an effort to it and actually award them as a way of inspiring them and as a way of motivating them to work more. As time went by, I talked to Coach Sam. I met Coach Sam at another event last year, and it was actually an amazing experience talking to him. And he said, no, we can actually motivate these children, these kids, in such a way that they can actually feel that there is more to just playing music. There is leadership, there is you being very influential. So you need the right attitude for that. And that was actually a good initiative by Coach Sam. Shout out to Coach Sam. I hope you're going to enjoy the awards. They're going to be super exciting. Yeah.
Hello everybody, my name is Samuel Mamfumo, aka Coach Sammy. I am a certified life coach, and I'm one of the coaches that was taking the kids through leadership and self-motivation. And I'm glad to say that these kids have learned a lot. They have learned how to become a leader as a musician and how to become a leader in your life. And also they have learned how to motivate yourself and how to get motivation from others. Because you know that each and every day that you wake up, you need something that motivates you, something that kicks your day, something that makes a groove in your day. So what kind of a leader are you? Many people would ask that. Many people would want to know about that, because every person have got every kind of leadership style or skills that they've got in them. But if you ask those 5 participants, they can tell you what kind of a leader they are, because they learned and they were able to implement and they were able to spread the information. So I'm saying, as this is the generation of tomorrow, these are the musicians of the next generation. They're going to impact in different ways, because they are not just musicians, but they are leaders in the musician side. They are able to lead and they are able to be those kind of the musician that everyone will say, tomorrow I want to be like them. If you want to be part of this lessons, the mbira and the leadership lessons, keep on following Taffie, and also you can keep on following myself. And for those that have been chosen the 5, I say congratulations for this night. And I'm so excited, and I say to everyone, this is the right program for your kids. If you made your kid not to join, make sure that your kids join on the next season. Thank you. My name is Coach Sam Wansen.
Thanks, Taffie and Sammy. Now it's time for the awards. At Zimbo Ties, we create unique wearable art that we sell around the world, and those sales help fund our creativity awards and events like this. Every purchase by our supporters helps us out. But today, some of them have taken their support a step further by kindly agreeing to present our awards from around the world. Our first presenter is Pratik Pakaro. Pratik is a close friend who I met while we both studied at the University of Cape Town. He's helped me think through a lot of the ideas for what we do at Zimbo Ties. He has an MBA from Harvard and he works with businesses to help them be more effective at whatever they do. He's also the co-founder of ClickMaths, which is bringing open source education to kids across South Africa. They're currently working on translating thousands of Khan Academy videos in South Africa into isiXhosa. Presenting our first award from London, here's Pratik.
Hello to everyone all around the world. I'm very excited to introduce you all to Marcia Namatai Huni, who has been given this award for how she was prepared to try something different while learning the mbira with Taffie Matiure. She wasn't just playing the mbira, but she also took the next step to start singing while playing, without anyone even suggesting it. Sometimes in life, you need to experiment to see what you can achieve. So keep on challenging yourself to take that next step, even when it's scary, Marcia. Here is Marcia performing some of the work she's learned during her Zoombira lesson with Taffie.
Pretending it ain't true, yet I know everything I've ever wanted is in you. You turn away, tell me that it's a lie. I keep wondering why. When did I so? 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 When did I so?
Wow, Amazing singing, Marcia. Thank you. Don't stop challenging yourself. Our next presenter is Tuna Brock. Tuna is also a friend from the University of Cape Town and another early supporter of Zimbo Ties, who is passionate about supporting education and development initiatives. She has helped us out at Zimbo Ties with donations of offcuts of fabric she's collected from around Africa for us to use in our wearable art. Tuna is currently managing the development and launch of a digital ID product at ID Today in Namibia. Now here's Tuna presenting the next award from Windhoek.
One day, 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 one day.
Wherever you may be, I'm excited to introduce you all to Kunashe Makutuya, who has been given this award for her approach to learning the mbira with Taffie Matiure. Not only was she enthusiastic about playing the mbira, but she was also interested in learning about the instrument itself and listening to other musicians. This approach to learning, where you explore lots of different parts of a topic that interests you, will take you far in life. So keep on exploring and keep on playing. Here's Kunashe playing some of what she's learned during her Zoombira lessons with Taffie.
Vamudhara mapfeka manyatera mari nzwepise mune mari. Vamudhara mapfeka manyatera mari nzwepise mune mari.
Beautiful, Kunashe. Thank you and keep on playing. Gustav Tyler is our next presenter. I was lucky enough to meet Gustav while we were both living in Glasgow, Scotland. It turned out that he loved bow ties, and so naturally had to get himself some Zimbo ties. Gustav is a business and economics reporter at the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung, one of Germany's top newspapers, where he investigates and tries to explain what is happening in the world to their readers. Here he is presenting our next award from Frankfurt.
Hi everyone, it gives me great honor to introduce you all to Mutsa Ore, who has been given this award for her positive attitude while learning the mbira with Taffie Matiure. She was one of the quickest learners in the Zoombira program, but she challenged herself to not get bored by learning more and by mastering what she already knew. That self-discipline will take her far with whatever she works on, and we are very excited to see her creative journey. Here is Mutsa performing a bit of what she's learned during her Zoombira lessons with Taffie.
lovely playing, Mutsa. Thank you, and keep on pushing yourself. Our next presenter is Salsabil Tabti. I met Salsa while we were both attending the Watson Institute in Colorado, and she's been a big supporter of Zimbo Thai since then. Salsa is the co-founder of Youth Hub, an entrepreneurship and design hub that helps kids in Tunisia unleash their infinite potential and is creating a generation of change makers. Her work there allows her to share her love of books, quality education, and teaching kids life skills. Now, here's Salsabil presenting from Tunis in Tunisia.
To Macomborero Manheza, who has been given this award for his focus and playfulness while learning the mbira with Taffie. He was both focused on learning the basics and also ready to use what he learned to create something new. Developing your patience to learn skills and tools and a playful attitude to create something new will take you far. Stay focused and keep playing Mako. Here is he performing some of his work that he learned during our Zoombira lessons with Taffie.
Performance, Mako. Keep on experimenting with what you learn. Our next presenter is Joel Davis. Joel is the Vibrarian, and he curates all the music you never knew you loved. I highly recommend Googling the Vibrarian to get one of his mixes playing on your eardrums. I randomly met Joel when I was in Boulder in 2018, and he ended up interviewing me on his podcast to talk about Zimbo Thais, and we've stayed in touch since then. From Boulder, Colorado in the USA, here's Joel presenting our final award.
One day, 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 one day. One day, one day, one day, one day.
Hi everybody. I'm honored to introduce you all to Rutendo Shireni, who has been awarded a Zimbo Thais Creativity Award for challenging herself to not only play the mbira, but to perform with it too. Entertaining an audience on radio, stage, camera, or anywhere in life requires confidence and charisma that can only be gained through lots of practice performing. Rutendo is already challenging herself to be such a performer. Stay brave and keep challenging yourself, Rutendo. And now here she is performing some of the work she's learned during her Zoombira lessons with Taffie.
A singular talent of the 1970s, and an inspiration to the mbira enthusiasts of this generation. She was gifted with a moving voice that blessed our homes and warmed our hearts. Resonator and Hands, her songs told stories of Zimbabwean urban living. Her music changed lives and influenced a generation of performers that followed in her footsteps. She was a shining diamond, a musical revolutionary who helped reimagine a whole new perspective to the mbira. She was that weird superstar who remained humble and grounded in spite of her global stardom. She would step up onto the stage with her locks framing her face as she made the mbira issue forth a song of love and loss. She brought the mbira into the 21st century. She made the instrument cool for the people of our generation. She was the epitome of what our generation would call swag or drip. Her songs spoke to the nation and gave them a reason for living. Chiwoniso Marai, the rebel woman, the mbira queen. I would like to salute you, because even in death, your songs are still listened to by many. And with this, I thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was such an amazing, as you saw, it was such an amazing experience with these kids. Super talented. They've got a whole lot of future. I'm seeing Chiwonisos, I'm seeing a Japres, I'm seeing a lot of people behind those kids. What next? That's the most interesting question that people ask. What next? Zoombira Awards are over. What's going to happen to these kids? So great news. We've got a studio under construction as we speak. This is where the kids will be doing online live performances, pre-recorded performances. It's going to be so cool. We're going to try our best in order for these kids to get the exposure that they deserve because they are super talented. If you want to keep on supporting Taffie Matiure, please follow my link, Taffie Matiure, at all social media platforms. And I've got a website that is currently running, and we are teaching mbira music to a lot of people, not only just kids. You can check my Patreon page. That's where you can see all my lessons, merchandise, videos. I've got a music video coming soon. Do not miss that
Thank you, Taffie and your team, for orchestrating this event and for all the work you're doing to inspire young creatives in Zimbabwe. Marcia, Kunashe, Mutsa, Mako and Rutendo, thank you and keep on creating. To everyone else around the world, we're going to be hanging out in a chat room after this if you'd like to come catch up with us. There should be a link for that below. Otherwise, thank you for joining us and making this possible. Keep an eye on our social media or join the Zimbo Thai Club mailing list to see how you can continue supporting Zimbo Thais on our mission to achieve infinite creativity in Zimbabwe.